Talk about Manasseh. Manasseh was the son of Hezekiah, a righteous king. And Manasseh, it says here in 2nd Kings, verse 21, Manasseh was 12 years old when he began to reign, and he reigned 55 years in Jerusalem. And his mother's name was Hephzibah. And he did that which was evil in the sight of the Lord, after the abominations of the heathen, whom the Lord cast out before the children of Israel. So Manasseh was the most wickedest king that the kingdom of Judah had. He was the longest reigning king. So he was the longest reigning king in Judah's in Israel's history. Combined. You had kings of Israel, and of course you had kings of Judah, but even reigned longer than even David, longer than King Solomon. But he was the wickedest king, so it's just kind of weird to think, how is it that better kings than him died, reigned for less time, and you wonder, and I think that God did that for a reason. Because towards the end of Manasseh's life, he did repent. He did turn around when he was taken captive, I think by the king of Assyria. Yeah, while he was in prison, he repented and turned his life around, and submitted himself to God, and confessed his sins. Of course, all the wicked things he did, he couldn't reverse all those things that he did, and God himself said that, he wouldn't forgive those things. The shedding of innocent blood. So, but why did God let Manasseh reign so long? I know all of 55 years wasn't bad, but still, most of those years, he was a bad king, or evil and wicked king, the wickedest king that Israel ever had, Judah ever had. So I think that one shows God's long suffering. That he used Manasseh to show us that he's patient. He and even after all the wicked things that Manasseh did, that God forgave him. God hearkened unto him, returned him back to the kingdom after he was taken captive. So God is showing how merciful he is, how long suffering he is, and that whosoever you are out there, no matter what you have done, that God is merciful, and he's patient, right? And people might say, but it was a bad king, he did all these bad things, aren't people suffering because of all the things he's doing? And, when it comes to wicked kings, we tend to forget that the king is not a king all by himself. He's not the one that's going around and doing all the wicked acts. He gives the orders, and people obey him, and they do the acts also. So he's not being wicked all by himself. He's the people around him are also wicked. The people who obey his orders are wicked. They're a party to his wickedness. So it's not just really when you see a king doing all his, when describe King Manasseh as being so wicked, he's being helped by other people who are just as wicked as he is. Right? He is just simply the head of the wickedness. Right? So this is a reflection of the whole city, of the whole kingdom of Judah, how wicked they have gotten. Right? Yeah, he bears more of a responsibility because he's a leader, but everybody is a party in his wickedness. So God is really being merciful with the whole kingdom when he's watching Manasseh doing all these wicked things, and he's just waiting. And in the end, through God's patience, he didn't just kill him and send him to hell. He's very patient. It's just really, I think, it's just God is using Manasseh to show the whole world how merciful he is. And he's not just having mercy on Manasseh, he's having mercy on Judah, all the people around him who are wicked. I'm sure when Manasseh came back and was a changed person, that he must have affected some people, as his example was, to turn from the wickedness. So I think, that's the chief reason, I guess, why I believe that God, was so so long suffering with Manasseh, so the wickedest king that reigned, but he was the one that reigned the longest. I think that's just God being, just showing, his character, how merciful he is, and we should be happy for that because we need that mercy, you know. So that's just a quick video on Manasseh, and just don't forget, that people are not wicked in a vacuum. When a wicked man is out there doing his wicked stuff, there are people out there that back him, that enable him. Okay, so it's not, we should look into ourselves and bigger society, what is society, and see how it is that wickedness prevails. What part do we play in it, if any? You know, so it's not just the king, it's the society, right? So we should all be careful of that. So that's a thought on King Manasseh. Have a good night. God bless. Jesus Christ is Lord.